stretch is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Herbert going to go to the air right away. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Herbert on third down now. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that Diaz had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And some room to run now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Ryan. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because We don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on third down, good for 28. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action, Ryan. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen, the man in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Ooh, with a juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, it's Taylor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 39. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Here we go on 4th. Herbert, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Everett there, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 10 yards out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
They run once more with Taylor.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Eckler now between the tackles. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. In motion right comes Allen. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. There he goes, right side. 30. 10. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now it's Herbert. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll hand off here to Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
11. 39.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Throwing, Herbert.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Herbert. Finding Allen. Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a first down and then some.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
Herbert.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.